Hey guys, so Connor stopped by, and we thought we'd do a quick video because he's wearing his 1000X today, and I've had a lot of comments on 1000X and 200X, 500X. A lot of people don't think they get worn for real things. You do? I mean, is this your dress hat, Connor?
No, this is mainly my. I irritate people when I say it, but this is more my beater hat. I mean, this is the hat that sees the absolute most abuse out of any of my hats, ranging from my 7X all the way up.
Okay, so if it's your beater hat, it must be extremely old, and it's probably outlived its usefulness then.
I wouldn't say outlived its usefulness. I mean, this hat has seen some abuse. It's taken a cheater pipe right up here for me, and the hat's fine. You'd never know it.
Okay, but it's old and worn out.
Depends on your definition of old. I mean, if I take it off, I don't know how well the camera can see it. The leather doesn't show any signs of wear. Yes, it's dirty, but nothing's worn out on this hat. It's
So
still
pretty stiff,
plenty of body left to it.
but you wear it every day. No, you don't wear it every day. You wear it on the hard use days, on Saturdays and Sundays.
I wear it on the Saturdays and Sundays. I mean, if I'm doing something at home, this is my go-to hat. It's my favorite color, so it's my go-to.
Black's your favorite color?
But when you're colorblind, yeah.
All right, that makes sense. So it is dirty today. I mean, I'll take some pictures and roll that in here. But 1000X, all right, I know what you're going to say. Okay, yeah, but he probably got it for free because he works at American, right?
No. I had to buy it just like anybody else.
There you go. So these hats are used for their intended purposes, and a 1000X is not a dress hat. It's, I mean, who's going to go out and spend money on a 1000X as a dress hat? I mean, I'm sure there's a few people, but why?
Arguably, I'd
it's
say
it's
people wear more of the 7Xs and 10Xs as dress hats.
it's a tough hat.
It is.
Um, so what makes the 200X, 500X, 100X, 1000X so much tougher than say 7X?
It's the material. So in a 100X, 200X, 500X, obviously those are pure. Those are a smaller and finer hair in them. Therefore, it takes a lot more of them. So they're packed in much tighter than the long hair of a 7, 10, 40, things like that. So it makes it stiffer. I mean, this body on this hat is thin. It's razor thin, but at the same time, it's stiff as a board, even after the abuse I have put it through. Now, I'm not saying that I've put it through more abuse than anyone else. For most people with a 1000X, I would consider what I've done with it abuse.
Okay. So one thing I noticed about the higher quality hats, the 200X, 500X, all beaver hats, when you get them dirty, the dirt comes off easier.
Yes.
So if you have like you wearing it in a hat shop, getting felt all over it, comes right off with just a
brush.
A brush instead of having to use tape to get it off.
And the reason for that is being a finer hair and a tighter weave. Just
keep going.
The reason for that is it being a tighter weave like it is, everything's packed in so much tighter, it's a smoother surface. Obviously, you can feel how smooth they are when you touch them. You can feel how soft they are. With that being said, it doesn't take much. Things don't get embedded in because there's not as many gaps in the weave.
Makes sense. And if you haven't seen some of the higher X hats, go take a look at them. Just the finish and the body and the structure of the hat alone is enough to make you kind of understand what we're talking about. I love them. I think they're the best. I've got a couple 40Xs. Sure, they hold up pretty good.
They do.
They get dirty a little bit easier. They don't hold their shape as well as a higher X hat for as long. I mean, they do hold their shape, and I kind of beat the hell out of my 40X evergreen.
That's what they're for. That's what any hat is for. It's a tool,
right?
Just like a pair of boots, a pair of jeans. a truck. I mean, they're tools. They're meant to be worked.
There you go. So I know you're American at heart, but you also work at Joby's,
Mhm.
and you get to see many different brands currently, right?
Correct.
So you have a pretty good understanding on what shapes the best, what gets returned the most, and kind of these kind of things.
Things that come back. Yeah.
Right. After having spent almost a year at Joby's, what do you think the top 3 to 5 hats people should be buying right now are?
Brand specific, I wouldn't say
And we're not going to hold you to this because Joby,
any.
I don't want you to have the same answers as Joby had. He came in here about 3 months ago and he had some answers for us. I want your answers.
Well, I don't really know his answers because I haven't watched.
Good.
But sorry, Joby. For me, it's not necessarily as much brand as it is the quality of that brand. I mean, when you look at, for example, if we start with a 7X, you look at a Resistol 7X, an American 7X, and a Rodeo King 7X. Those three, the top three, basically. They are comparable, but they're also not at the same time. I don't care what brand somebody buys, but a lot of it depends on that person. I would recommend for me personally, I want a higher quality because they are going to hold up better.
Okay.
And that's standard. It doesn't matter what brand of hat I get. I just want it to be a high quality hat that's going to last. Yes, it's going to cost more right off the bat, but you get what you pay for in that investment.
Well, what about the guy who says, I don't need to spend $1,000 on a hat. I can't afford it. I can't afford it. That's always what you hear. I can't afford $1,000 for a hat.
And that's fair. That is absolutely fair. In the world we live in right now, everything is expensive. Absolutely. But what kind of person are you? Are you just the guy that's going to wear it on the weekends or just to go out to dinner? If it's just a going out hat, buy a 7.
Absolutely.
I promise. Buy a 7. If it's just basically a dress hat for you, buy a 7X. Don't waste your money. You're never going to get your money's worth out of that hat. Now, if you are a farmer, a rancher, someone like that wears a hat, that abuses the things they own, absolutely I would go with the higher quality. In the area that I live, a lot of the farmers and ranchers are wearing the higher quality, the 200s, the 500s. They're wearing them because over time they have learned those hats are going to survive the best. They're going to get their money's worth out of that hat. Yes, it's an initial cost, but they get their money's worth.
So I'm kind of looking for a comment here. I agree that, I've talked to cowboys and I've talked to other hat shapers, and, the common consensus is, 100X is probably the hat you should be working in. What do you think? What's the kind of the gold standard kind of?
I mean,
What's
100X
middle of
is
the road.
So as far as middle of the road in the higher quality band, what I would consider that to be would be 100X, 200X, and 500X, and obviously the 1000X like I'm wearing. A good middle of the road is going to be that 100X. It's going to be obviously the cheaper of the high quality hats. Oh, look, it's a Snapchat picture too.
Snapchat?
Yep. All these little.
Yeah. All right, so I pulled up this picture of or this post of the 40X Silver Belly. They got champagne spilled all over it, and I'm not laughing because I know this is tragic for you. What would you do in this situation if somebody brought this to you?
So for me, first off, I'm going to ask.
What's your recommendation?
What?
What is your recommendation if this happens? What is the first thing this guy should do before he brings it to you? And then what would you do to it?
Personally, if I was him, I wouldn't touch it. If he doesn't know what he's doing, don't touch it because you're liable to make it worse. Instincts would say grab a rag and try and wipe it off, but in that case, you might wipe it directly into the fibers or spread it. So personally, I would say don't touch it. I would take it to someone, a store, someone that can help. If I saw that, the first thing I'm going to do is look at it. I'm going to ask what kind of stain it is. If they can tell me, is this rain? What is this?
Well,
9 times out of 10, when there's alcohol stains on a hat, they do not come out.
and champagne's pretty sugary too, so it's
It's going to be a hard stain to get out. I mean, it's going to be hard to get out. It's not going to be easy by any means. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a sponge. I'm going to try and wipe it a little bit. I want to see if that stain will come out at all. And if I see any sort of progress, what I'll do is I'll take some sandpaper and I'll lightly start kind of scuffing on it. I'm not trying to sand it like I would a 2x4 by any means, because I don't want to sand through the body and I don't want to make the body weak. Now, unfortunately, this is a light colored hat. On a darker colored hat, it's easier. A lighter color, they are much, much less forgiving. So for me, I'm going to try and sand it a little bit, and I'm just going to hope and pray that I can make some progress. Am I going to be able to get them all out? Probably not. Probably not. Most stores are probably not going to be able to. I'm not saying anyone can or can't. I honestly don't know if I could, just with the knowledge that I have. And then knowing that that's a 40X, I'm going to recommend he send it for renovation.
exactly.
If he is extremely concerned about it, which if he's willing to make a post about it, he's obviously concerned, I would recommend sending that for renovation and let the factory that made the hat, that knows these hats in and out, I would let them handle it.
This might be a good thing to do, actually. Let's go through the post. Let's go through the post and address them individually. What the fuck?
Let's answer your questions.
Yeah, answer your questions. We could do this regularly too.
Q&A with Cowboy Cartel
There you go.
and some white guy that works at Joby's.
He's the some white guy.
I'm the only white guy.
All right, so just going through American Hat Company enthusiast page. Let's just see what we can find. Yeah.
Getting married on
So-
the beach in April.
So this is interesting. I'm of the opinion a wedding is a formal occasion and calls for a felt, but it's a beach wedding, which is super informal. Like the bride's probably wearing flip flops or no shoes at all. So wear
That's a
whatever the
good
hell you
one.
want.
That's a good
Yeah.
one. I mean, that's personal preference, honestly.
Yeah.
Instincts, like you say, weddings are formal, felt. But like you say, a beach, you think of a beach, you don't necessarily think of dressed up.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
So you can go either or, but like if
Neither one's going to be wrong.
right, I don't know.
It's
I
your
guess-
wedding.
I guess if you're wearing shoes, maybe a felt. If you're not wearing shoes, straw.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, it's your wedding. Do whatever. Well, no, let me rephrase that. It's your wife's wedding. You are merely a participant. Do whatever she says.
Oh, I know this one too. This one is this the one that you said somebody posted some bullshit on? Comment, some bullshit comment.
Yes.
Okay.
The one about the 7X natural?
Oh, so no, is this the one?
Yes. What's the best color for a first timer?
Where's he asking seven? Where's the 7X natural?
It was just one of the comments. People are saying natural.
Somebody said baseball cap. Is that this one? Is that this post?
Yes.
Okay. So,
Looking for a natural 7X, but can't find it.
yeah, well, they don't make a natural 7X. They make a 6X dress weight. Is it right? Or is it a 7X dress weight?
I'm not sure what exactly the dress weight is.
It's very thin. It's I think it's a 7X. So they make a 7X or a 10X natural in a dress weight, which is basically like a what are those stupid hats that all the Stetson lovers wear?
Fedora, open roads?
The open road, the stupidest hat on the fucking planet. So that's kind of a dress weight hat.
There's your.
Okay. So this guy is wanting to know, what does he want to know?
He's getting his first hat.
Okay.
He's wanting to know what color for a first timer.
Looking to buy first American hat. What's the best color for a first timer? Update. I went black.
I went black for those who are bothered by me asking sorry. I was just a bit excited.
Dude,
He shouldn't have to
he
apologize.
should not have to apologize for that.
But that's the internet for you.
That is the internet for you. And who is the troll who new hat wearer? Look, there's not enough people out there wearing hats all the time. And who this guy is the do your ball caps, city boy.
There went all of our professionalism right out the window.
It's okay. I'm gonna bleep it or cut it out. It'll be fine. You will never know that I. Who else?
Kid.
I'm so fucking leaving that in. Please, for the love of God, don't.
Oh, I had to for the clip.
Oh, that's awesome.
Just because I know that's going to wind up somewhere on a blooper reel.
Right?
The first
And-
sentence says, okay, opinions, please. Opinions.
Yeah. So the guy wanted an opinion on whether Tuscan hat, Tuscan color American 40X. The silver belly is a resistol. I mean, I don't know why it's on here, but okay. I prefer American, but considering getting silver belly in American, thoughts. Okay, so what silver belly American? I'm guessing a 40X since you've got a 40X Tuscan. I would need to know what 40X we're talking about, or what silver belly we're talking about. But if you're going 40X or 40X, probably the Tuscan, because in my opinion, this is an opinion. Me, Tuscan 40X, because it's a unique color. You?
Agreed. I would say Tuscan because I like the darker colors myself. My lightest colored hat is a natural. And even still, that's pretty light for me.
Okay, and anything over 40X, obviously silver belly, because Tuscan only comes in 40X and
7X.
7X. Well, yeah, 10X, 7X, 40X. For me personally, I love the silver belly, but I like it in 500X, 1000X, 200X. It's just really silky smooth. This guy needs 200X hats cleaned and rebuilt.
I'm assuming he's referring to refurbishing. Well, I mean, let's kind of dive into that a little bit.
Okay.
It says he needs them cleaned and rebuilt,
Yeah.
cleaned and refurbished or renovated.
Yeah.
Whatever the term you want to use is.
I guess you could go, if you just need them cleaned, you could go look at my video. We just did it with Joby.
Well, take it to a store. Have them clean it.
Yeah.
Have the store tell you if it needs to be renovated. Don't waste your time if it doesn't.
We need more information on this.
Or more information is needed on
this
that
po-
because
this post.
reading that saying it needs cleaned and refurbished. If it just needs to
Rebuilt.
be refurbished, if it just needs to be rebuilt, have it rebuilt. If it just needs to be clean, have it clean. Don't spend the time and money because you can bring it to a store, have it cleaned in an hour at most, and be good to go. Or you can send it for renovation and
Okay, so
don't know when you'll get it back.
BP. We need more information. When you post something specific, you need to give us as many details as you can so the members in our group can answer it. I need 2 hats cleaned and rebuilt. I mean, are you looking for recommendations on where to take them, or, I don't even know
What's the context here?
Yeah. So more information, please. Okay. Does anyone belt buckle? The guy wants a Positive Times belt buckle. No, you can't have it. That is a trademark brand, and if you saw it at the NFR. Oh, hat
No,
bands.
he's talking about the
Hat bands.
the bands they did, right?
Yeah. So that's Best Hat exclusive. As far as I know, for now, you can get them at Best Hat.
I might have to look into one of those.
You like those?
I saw some pictures of them, but I haven't seen one. I might like one.
Really?
Maybe if they look good enough, I might put one on one. I might put it on this 1,000. Might as well.
I don't like them.
And the beauty of what he just said, it's his own personal opinion.
I don't like hat bands at all.
No, I'm on a felt hat. I say just leave them alone. I like the way they come. Makes them look cleaner. To me, when you put a band on a felt, it makes it look cheaper. That's just my thoughts.
I'm the same way. I don't even know if I would put it on a straw. I mean, it would have to be like the right kind of straw. If you're, I would see like a complete rattlesnake skin on a straw just because why the hell not?
Maybe it's kind of cool.
Yeah, but like in general, no, I just don't go with it. I don't accessorize my hats very much. Patches,
I was gonna say
feather.
you got stickers, but
Yeah, feather.
or a sticker.
Shut the hell up. I've got 2 stickers on this one.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
What's your other one?
Cowboy Cartel.
Where's it at? I thought I only saw the one back there. Oh, you do. He had 3.
Yeah. Tell him why I don't have an American sticker on this one.
All I said was that it was crooked, and he threw a temper tantrum, ripped it off, and threw the sticker.
I didn't throw a temper tantrum.
You threw the sticker.
I threw the sticker at you.
And missed.
I did, and I can't pick it up.
And I'm not even 3 feet away from you, and you missed.
It's a sticker. It floated away. Anyway, I've got plenty more. I'll put a new one on it.
He's got boxes.
It was crooked. I have a box. You've got boxes.
I can neither confirm nor deny. I can also neither confirm nor deny that I have some of the old school embroidered American patches.
I got a couple of those. I think I gave those away, most of them though. Yeah. So Joby gave us a bunch of stickers, and I gave those away. But I had a couple that were mine. You have an envelope full? I need a couple more because I think I've got 1 or 2 left only. No, Conor will not supply you with them. If you buy a hat from Joby, you can ask for one.
Yeah, I'm not sending stuff.
Dude,
I don't do this shipping stuff.
What?
I receive, I don't ship.
What did I just witness here? Okay, so he's got a 50-50. It's the breeziest hat. I agree. And it looks like he's a beekeeper, and he's got
the hat
on with a beekeeper suit.
with the beekeeper outfit.
Go for it, man. Hard working hat.
I've never seen that done before, but hey,
No.
props to you.
It's better than what you normally see. Bee bonnet.
Better than the helmet looking
Yeah,
thing.
Sure. Why not?
That's kind of cool. I'm here for it.
Yep. It's a good looking hat. You know what? I'm kind of liking cutter bumps now. I'm kind of digging this. I don't know if I would wear them on every hat, but on a silver belly, I think it looks good. That looks like Emilio's shape.
When I go straight to the page, it is the first one that pops up. Newest activity.
Oh yeah. Did somebody take care of this guy?
Oh.
Anyway, so what do you think, cutter bumps? No, it's a brick top or something. Well, no, you call it a wide cattleman. I call that a brick, or that's not even a Kojo.
So for American shaping, that's what's called a TMC, which is basically pretty similar to what Cody Johnson wears. Cody Johnson is just a little bit wider, but it's pretty much just kind of a wide cattleman raised up in the center, so you can wear it lower.
What does TMC stand for?
Ty Chesser, Ty Malone Chesser, one of the American sales rep. That was kind of just a shape that he started putting in his own stuff, and people kept asking for it, so they kind of made a shape out of it. It's not in any of the books. You can't just order it out of a book. If you have that shape, for example, a store, if a store wants to order hats with this specific shape, when you fill out your order and they ask for what shape you want, you tell them TMC.
So, do you know what all of the letter codes mean?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Bigs.
It's a brick crown, narrower in the front.
Yeah, but do you know where the name comes from?
No.
Okay.
I thought you just meant what they mean. I don't know the backstory. Hell no. No, I do not.
JB.
JB Mooney.
No.
It's just the shape he wears.
No. I'll tell you off camera. But it'll be in our next podcast. So if it gets bleeped out here, or if I leave part of it in, you'll have to watch the podcast to see where those come from.
You gonna have him on? It's not the end of the world. That's just me being me.
Bro, what happened to that thing? All right. Well,
Life.
let's read this thing real quick. Damn it.
It's an old hat. He just picked it up, I'm guessing.
Okay, so Jason is asking, is this something a good shaper could repair? Yes, of course. If they have a block. It just needs to be reblocked and
And
flattened
reshaped.
out. It's an old hat. What is that anyway? What is it?
It's an old Houston hat.
Yeah.
I can't read upside down. I have to turn it.
How do I
That's the wrong X. That was a screenshot, sir.
shut up? It's a 5X.
I did one of those the other day when you were there.
Hey, 5X back in the day, that's like a 50X.
Yeah. I mean,
Today.
you were there when I was redoing one. Just
Was I?
identical to that.
Yeah,
actually.
I think I was. You're right. I wasn't really paying attention.
It was just an old cattleman that I pushed out and turned into a Minnick.
There's our buddy Kevin Yoon. He's out doing his thing.
I recognize that. That was actually the horseshoe in that picture.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
So
that's a horseshoe
you
crown in
can't
that
see it in the picture. This is Connor's. This is the post that we made about Connor's. So American. I don't know where we're going to cut this up, but Connor's recently lost his grandfather tragically and unexpectedly. American is doing a GoFundMe for Connor's family to help with funeral cost. And this is the post that I shared about that. And Connor's grandfather's in there, and he's wearing a black American hat, and it's got a horseshoe crown, but you can't really see it.
No,
in this photo.
Well, I mean, I can either take pictures or bring it
Yeah,
in.
yeah. Send us some pictures. We'll put them. I'll put them in this video. Send them to me in an email. Why is there? What is this?
That's not something I would wear. It's cool, but
You ever see that guy who posts those videos about the trucks? And he's like, "Look at this old thing." You know what I'm talking about? He makes fun of trucks.
I might see him I might recognize him if I saw one of his videos pop up.
Talking about the person who owns the trucks. Really, it's like this is a pretty
Oh,
good old boy.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, I know who you're talking about. Kind of an older gentleman.
Yeah, we should be doing like that on here. What is this guy doing?
Well, if you scroll back down just a second, you see that right there? That's the guy that watched an episode of Yellowstone. Decided he wanted to be a cowboy, went out, bought himself a new dually, and then went out and bought an expensive hat to go with it.
That's 7X.
I was gonna say, we ain't calling anybody out. That was a joke.
No, that's pretty funny though. So it looks like that that post is probably gone. I think they probably got enough shit out of the post because it was what the hell is
Doug
this?
Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome.
What?
Nothing. It's a reference for the people who are my age and younger.
Okay.
That's who it was.
Who? What was?
That's who that character, that cartoon that you were just looking at was. The tall hat.
What's the cartoon?
Fairly Odd Parents.
Fairly Odd Parents. Okay. I think my kids watched that.
Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome.
What's that? I don't know what a dimmadome is.
That's nothing. Nothing.
Look, see, I don't
It's like trying to explain math to a puppy.
I like that hat band.
I like it, but I wouldn't wear it.
It is not for that hat. It is just not for that hat, in my opinion.
In our opinion, it's not. But he likes it, and that's all that matters.
Yeah. You guys don't get to see. You can scroll through and guess what I'm talking about.
Ooh, that'd be fun. Try and guess what posts we're talking about.
I will show some of the posts that I'm talking about, but some of them, like if I'm just giving, I'm not going to tell you. Oh, look at that, 1000X. I need a 1000X hat. I need a 1000X. I need one.
I'll make you a deal on the one I got. We wear the same size.
I don't wear black hats. I got one actually, but I don't.
You might wear a 1000X black.
I might if you cleaned it, because damn, the thing is nasty.
Let the record show he told me not to clean it.
I did tell him not to clean it because I wanted you guys to see.
He just said, "Come as you are, wear it as it is."
I said, don't go throw it in the dirt, but don't clean it.
I mean, I have no problem. I'll take the hat off and throw it at the camera right now, but I feel like that would mess some things up.
What do you think of this? What do you think of this? So, you know what I'm talking about. The video where Cody Bates and
the video happened to show for a split second of him wearing tennis shoes while working in the factory.
Yeah. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, when I did interview and video with Cody Bates, and we did a factory tour. I cut those up into reels, and recently there was like like a second and a half.
There was some controversy.
Yeah, it sparked some controversy. So he was wearing tennis shoes because he had just had back surgery,
The man has more back problems than anyone I've ever met.
and people lost their fucking minds over this, and it just goes to show what a piece of shit people are.
I've walked into his office many times in the factory, seen him at his desk, not necessarily in tears, but hurting bad. That's why he wears his tennis shoes. Besides, he stands on concrete all day.
Anyway, the point was, I'm wearing Hey Dudes right now because you guys. I'll wear whatever the I want.
Oh, at least one of us looks like a real cowboy.
You're welcome. There's
John
our buddy.
Party.
There's our buddy. Guess who's going to John Party?
Look at that. Look how straight it is here on the side.
Yeah, you know what's wrong with that? They put it in. They put a hat stretcher in it.
They put the
That's-
$15 hat stretcher in that hat.
That
It
looks
took
like
the oval away.
Okay.
It's the hat store in Houston.
Yeah.
That's where
Or
it came
take it
from.
back to the hat store in Houston.
Take it to them. Let them handle it.
Hey, that's my hat. Well, it's not my hat, but that's my shape. That's the one that Emilio did for me on the Evergreen. Brandon contacted Emilio, and when he bought his new hat, he had it done just like mine. So we appreciate that. It's really cool shape. It looks great, Brandon, and Emilio did a fantastic job. I love my hat. It's fantastic.
Pecan or Tuscan. Can't decide on a color.
Always Tuscan for me because if you're going 40X or whatever, 10X, whatever the Tuscan and Pecan come in. If you're going 200X, obviously you can't get a Tuscan, and it's going to be Pecan. But always Tuscan for me, just because it's unique.
It's different.
There's our buddy Kevin again. He posts a lot. Yeah, that's more about the shoes. I was kind of irate that day.
Oh, for a second I thought that was me.
Where? There?
Because I thought that might have been my Black American vest for a
No,
second.
that's me.
Well, I was confused.
They do say we look alike, which is funny.
I hear that a lot, actually. Regularly.
Poll in the chat. Do we look alike?
White guys, blue eyes.
That's what
red.
it is. White guys. Grizzlies. You like them? Love them? Hate them?
I love them. I think they're beautiful. I just never own one myself. I'm not that confident. Sorry.
I don't think it's confidence. For me, it looks warm.
They're heavier. They're thicker. But they are extremely popular, and I see why.
I would wear one if I lived in a colder climate.
They're a really pretty hat. Just not my style.
Anyway, so let us know in the chat or in the comments section below, what would you guys be interested in talking to me and Conor on a regular basis? We could do a live stream where we could actually answer questions and give maybe demonstrations or something live. We could probably do
Live performances.
We could probably do an hour every once a month or twice a month. Okay. So let us know.
Some of us have a bedtime and a long drive, so.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you get back because you do have to. You do have work tomorrow, right? So, Conor was nice enough to come in here and shoot a little bit of video and, kind of hang out with us for tonight and put up with my shenanigans because it was hell lighting this, and we may just not deal with the lighting situation. It doesn't have to be perfect if we're just talking to you guys. I may post this to YouTube, may not. We'll see. Okay. Thanks for coming out and talking to us, man.
Thanks for having me. I enjoyed it.
Thanks, guys. It's okay. It's okay. Danny Adams. There's an inside joke going on here that I don't know what it is. Evidently, I'm guessing that Jace had to apply eyelets to a silver belly at some point recently, and he wasn't happy about it.
You got me.
That's funny. Let us in on the joke next time. Okay, so anyway, congratulations on your new hat. Unfortunately, you got a black hat, which is the most common and basic hat in the world.
Wrong post. Wrong post.
Wrong post?
Wrong post.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
He said he got a black hat.
No,
Wait.
that was the other post. We're talking about Silverbelly versus Tuscan.
All right, I'll clip this and put it back there.
I really thought about just letting you go with that one. I can only imagine what your deleted clips files look like.
I never do this, ever. This is the first time, and it feels so good. And I'm not deleting any of that.
There's gonna be so much that gets deleted.
I may just have to bleep a lot of stuff out. All right, who's next?
It's gonna be a short video when this comes out, you guys. It's gonna be like, hey guys, we're here with Conor. Y'all have a great evening.
That's just ridiculous. Comment. Thanks for playing. You fail.
I'm just watching the rails going this way, and he is going here.